maybe the biggest thing we need to learn is a new way to respond to old problems. Amen. So here's a little story for you. Once upon a time, a daughter complained to her father that her life was miserable and she just didn't know how she was going to make it. She said, "I'm tired of fighting and struggling all the time. It just seems after one problem is solved, another one comes right on top of it." Her father, who was a chef, took her into the kitchen and he filled 3 pots with water and he placed each one of them on a high fire. Once the 3 pots began to boil, he placed potatoes in one pot, eggs in the second pot, and ground coffee beans in the third pot. He then let them sit and boil without saying a word to his daughter. The daughter moaned and groaned and complained, and she was impatient, wondering what in the world was he doing. After 20 minutes, he turned off the burners. He took out the potatoes, put them in a bowl, pulled the eggs out, put them in a bowl. Then he ladled some of the coffee out into a cup, turning to her and asked his daughter, "What do you see?" She said, "Well, potatoes, eggs, and coffee." "Look closer," he said. "Touch the potatoes, touch the eggs, sip the coffee." So she did and noted that the potatoes were soft. He then asked her to take an egg and break it, and after pulling off the shell, she observed that it was hard. He now asked her to sip the coffee, and it brought a smile. The rich aroma brought a smile to her face. "Father, what does this mean? What are you trying to teach me?" He then explained that the potatoes, the eggs, and the coffee had each faced the same adversity. The boiling water, however, each one reacted differently. The potatoes went in strong and hard and came out soft and weak. The egg went in fragile with a thin outer shell protecting its liquid interior, but when it was put in the boiling water, it came out hard. However, the coffee beans were unique. After they were exposed to the boiling water, they changed the water and created something new. Amen? So when you have problems, and you know, we do have problems, and I'm well aware that some of you have some serious problems going on in your life right now. And if you're not in this building, surely many watching TV. I've gone through terribly difficult times in my life. But we have to be so careful that our problems don't make us weak and wimpy, where we don't just start having a give up attitude. And then we also want to make sure they don't make us hard and harsh and leave us with a bitter attitude. What we want to do when we have problems is let God use them to change us, and then let us change the world around us because of what God has taught us. Are you a potato, an egg, or coffee beans? Which one are you? The moral that we want to learn from this is, in life things happen around us and things happen to us, but the only thing that really matters is what happens in us.
We hope you enjoyed this teaching. To get more from Joyce, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a thing.